Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to take a little bit of a detour from the normal redstone stuff and talk about design building, stylistic building. And I'm not like the best, most artistic builder, but I've been meditating on how to build well for a while, and I've been doing a lot of research and looking at how other people build. And I think I've found a few secrets on what makes a good building good and a good building great. The difference between those. And so I think I've narrowed it down to about three big broad categories. One is variation in blocks, two is depth and texture, and three is patterns. So we're gonna start off with just this wall here. Come and build a wall. All right, looks pretty nice, but you can add a little bit of variation in block. You can make it look a lot nicer. So instead of having like just solid brick, maybe a little bit of variation down here, and then suddenly, your wall's looking a little bit better, and that's pretty cool. So variation is important when you're building, to make your builds look cool and interesting. It makes the viewer more attracted to it. Now we're going to talk about, depth. So what texture and depths? A good example is, just adding some stairs to build. Like gives it that little extra character, that gives it that shadow. So it's not just a flat wall. We can expand upon this. So maybe we'll put this up here. And then maybe our variation will be right there or something. You just kind of got to play around with it. And it's been working on it for a little while now. And it's suddenly like, whoa, that's kind of an interesting looking wall. And then you slap in more variation. I can't do that. Slap in some more blocks. And suddenly you got yourself a cool looking wall. And, it's not even that hard. And finally is kind of what I've been doing is patterns. So repeating the same pattern over and over is can really help bring out a build and stuff. So more kind of things about texture, if I put in some stuff like that, that makes it look cool. More variation. Another good texture thing. Buttons are always good. And suddenly we've transformed this wall from just a simple brick wall into like a really cool looking wall. If you saw that around a house, you'd be like, whoa, that guy's a good builder. And just by doing three simple things, making a little bit of depth in there, making a simple pattern, and doing a little bit of variation in blocks, and that's it. And I've been experimenting a little bit more with this, so I'm gonna turn around. And this is something I was just playing around with. So I wanted to, do focus just on those three things. So I just was messing with patterns, messing with everything. And so this is kind of what I came up with. Another good thing to do is contrast with white and dark. So you can see I used nether brick here, nether brick stairs to really contrast there. And I think that can really bring out shadows and features inside your wall. Just those little nuances there. Now I really like stone, and I kind of focus all my builds around stone. Just because, and with the update, we got all these new kinds of stone. I built this before the update, so or else I would have used more of that. You can do some really interesting things with iron bars, how they don't connect to fence or to stairs. Make some interesting stuff. You can see it's just simple patterns, put them over top of each other, and it can make kind of a pretty cool stuff. There's patterns in here I don't like, and there's patterns I like more than others. But one thing that I did find out is, well, this was pretty cool. I took it into MC Edit and I copied and pasted it a bunch of times. And when I did that, I was like, wow, that looks pretty amazing, but it almost looks too busy. And so that's, I think, another thing you got to be careful about is you got to make your patterns and your style match your canvas. So like over here I had a pretty small canvas, so small patterns work. But here I have a much larger canvas, and since I copied and pasted it, it was just small stuff. So it almost looks like too crammed together and too squished. So another thing to be aware of. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of share my findings with you and hear your thoughts on it. I definitely would like talking about this stuff more if you guys are interested. Kind of depends on what you say, but I like talking about how things are being built. So if you want to see or you want to see and hear more of that, let me know in the comments. But I think this is about it for this lesson today. So yeah, until next time, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.